So, you wanted to see me? Don?
So where you been the last week, bro?
You haven't heard? Your officials haven't been trying to keep the universe, nation, updated the best way they can?
It was my understanding that everybody heard.
No secret, I spent the last week in a cell. Dominic.
It's funny you mentioned cell, that you spent the last week in a cell when one of the very members of Dead Cell is the reason why you spent a week in the cell. Or should I say the tombs, but let's not be technical here.
I'm gonna be flat out honest with you, my friend. The first face that I wanted to see getting out of jail wasn't exactly yours. So
I think you should be a little more grateful, and you should watch your tone a little bit.
Why is that?
Because I'm the reason why you're sitting here right now smelling like fucking shit and piss. Clearly you didn't shower since you got out of there. So I'm the reason you get to see your pretty little girlfriend again. So I'd watch my mouth if I was you. But let me say less.
So, why exactly is it that you're helping me?
You know, some things are better left unsaid, but I'll say something right now. There have been many instances where I have faced Joe, and for some strange reason, I've never beaten him. Mind you, he's like 4'5" and weighs like my snot weighs more than him. But he's never beaten me clean, and he's always had help, whether it be Joker or Chris or whoever. Just like you have never beaten me clean. Well,
listen.
Maybe. Besides,
is it about win or loss records? What's it about?
The past is the past.
Because I think now it's a little bit less about competition, more about business.
It's more personal. I'll put it into, I'll simplify it.
No, everybody can't seem to keep their personal life out of business nowadays, can they?
That's not my business. My personal life has nothing to do with this. I just don't want to see Joe get off this easy. With you being locked up, I don't know what type of plan he had to get you arrested. Maybe he's afraid to wrestle you at Super Showdown, so he figured, well, the only way out of it, without me looking like a bitch, is to have Graves arrested. Maybe that was his idea.
Did he think?
I don't know what he thinks.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I don't know what he thinks.
Whether or not you decided to bail me out, I was bound to get out of there one way or another.
Oh yeah? How did you plan on paying $1,500 bail? How did you plan on that?
You're right.
Were you going to sell your dog? You going to sell your bike? What are you going to do? You going to ask Elizabeth's mother for the money to bail you out?
Listen.
Does Danny make a lot of 7-Eleven money? I don't understand. Where are you getting the money?
I thank you. Okay? I do. I do. I really appreciate it. It's highly appreciated on this end. But you're still not answering my question. You want to dive into history, win or loss records about the past.
I don't think Joe should get off that easy. That's all I'm saying. And by you being in that place, he's getting off way too easy. He'll come out, he'll claim a victory, all this bullshit. That's not the way it's going to work.
Let me tell you something, though. You and me, No secret, we never exactly seen eye to eye.
Well, I mean, you're like 5 foot something. I'm 6 foot something. We're not going to see eye to eye.
How appropriate.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, it's clearly nobody seeing Joe eye to eye with Joe Viper, but
Unless you got,
all jokes are to the side.
Like his
This
eye.
is clearly a business meeting. Now, we've never seen eye to eye. Why exactly 2 years ago? 2 years ago, exactly, did you pretty much invite me to the table? Why did you initiate me into the 4 aces? Me! Me, a guy who 3 years ago took every opportunity away from you. Me, a guy who is this close to taking the BWA out of your hands.
Because when it comes down to it, everything happens for a reason. And clearly you screwing me out of that match at Super Showdown with the help of Chris, it happened for a reason. And let me tell you that reason. I left and I became better. BWA ended. And then it started all over again. It gave everybody an opportunity to have a clean slate. You became champion. Then you left to take care of your business. Then Joe became champion.
I'm glad to know
Then
that
Pablo became champion.
I'm glad to know that you respect that.
I do. But let me finish. Then Pablo became champion. Cashed in the briefcase against Joe, which was the start of it all. And then you and Joe teamed up. And guess what happened? It was personal already. Because guess what happened? I knocked him out from behind. His head smashed against the concrete wall. I've been trying to take out Joe for a long
that
time.
That
okay?
a week following, you and me would be doing business together.
Exactly. But Joe didn't know that. Just like Joe didn't know that I'm the one that suggested to you that you come out during Joe versus Chris Blaze and you beat his ass. But all is now revealed 2 years later.
There's bigger things
But like I said,
going on.
everything happens for a reason. And I have been trying to
Everything
take
happens
Joe
for
out.
a reason. You can say that over and over again, but what does that do for us now? 2 years after the fact, the aces are said and done. The empire has been done for quite a while. Wait, you listen to me for 1 second. With all due respect, the 4 aces couldn't coexist because of you and me, because of our dirty past, because of our bloody history. That's why. You and me can never do business together. Which is why it's amazing that you even wanted me back. That you even wanted me on this card. I know you got something in mind.
If I couldn't stop Joe, there's only one other person that I know can stop Joe. And that's you.
Don't you have your own business to attend to come October 4th?
Don't you worry about that. I got that under control.
Champ?
I have that under control.
You sure?
I do.
Because you're not looking like the Don that I've been fighting tooth and nail with for the last 6 years of my life.
There's no way that this kid Alpha is gonna come anywhere near close to touching me. There's no way.
Listen,
Okay?
it's no secret. I've said it before. I'm not trying to play the good guy shtick. Alpha, do I think he has a shot against you? No. But that's only because you always have a plan. Nowadays, I think Alpha could beat you 1, 2, 3.
No.
3 years ago, 4 years ago, hell, even 2 years ago,
No.
Alpha wouldn't have a chance. But now, I don't know what happened to you, Don the Don. I don't know what happened to you, man. I'm not looking at the same guy. Hey, listen, maybe it's not smart to me, on my part, talking a whole lot of shit to a guy who just bailed me out of prison. But I don't know, man. I feel like you're underestimating Alpha.
I handpicked him as my opponent because I know that I can chew him up and spit him out, and he can't do a thing about it.
You got a plan, Don.
I've fought you, I've fought Joe, I've fought Denzel, I've fought John Joker, I've fought Metallion, I've fought Creed, I've fought Kimiko, I have fought JP Styles, I've fought Exclusive, I've fought everyone, Chris Corleone. I've fought all those people. I've teamed up with a lot of those people. But I've never really fought Alpha. And if Alpha thinks that this is going to be a fight, it's not going to be a fight. Because I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to throw him around the ring, whatever it is. And then when I feel I'm good and ready to retain my title, I'm going to end the match. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
For old time's sake, and I have no problems with Alpha. But are you sure that the crown jewel of the BWA, the championship, are you sure it's in the right hands?
I mean, I
No. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you. And you can think whatever you want. You can think that I want it. I don't.
You had it.
Right now, it's about a war.
I seem to think you're losing focus. You're
No.
more worried about what I'm doing instead of worried about what you're doing.
That's the thing.
You see, you're sleeping on Joe. And I know from experience that, I mean, you can't sleep on him 100%.
I'm getting to the point here. Many people are questioning me. Can I defeat Joe Viper? And I think just as many people are questioning you. Is the crown jewel in the right hands? Is the Holy Grail in the hands of the Father? We got a lot riding on us, Dom. You understand that? We started this thing 5 very long years ago, believe it or not.
Yeah,
5 years,
it's been
could
a
you
long
believe
time.
it? 5 years, it doesn't seem that long.
It feels like a lot longer.
But can we end it the way we started it? Can you end it the way... See, it's been about me a little too much lately. But can you end it the way you started it? Don the Don, look what you did. Dominic, look what you did. You single-handedly, with your vicious streak, took out IKW. Not too long after that, you single-handedly took out MXW. And through that, you built yourself an empire. Can you go out the same way you came in. And that's pretty much the same thing with the guy you're looking at sitting right next to you. Can I go out the way I came in? Joe likes to talk about it. He likes to talk about when, he started in BWA and, he was rising. But then when I came around, everything got a little hush-hush.
Yeah, it did.
That's damn right. Because he knows, and everybody else knows, just who the fuck I am. Just like they used to know. Hell, maybe they still do. But you gotta let them know forever. That's what it's about, Dom. You understand? Whether we hate each other, we love each other. We both share the same belief. That we were the kings. And we will remain the kings. Now, a lot of people could sit here and say I'm kissing your ass because, you're the reason I didn't have to sleep another night in jail. But no. It's because I may not like you, but I sure as hell respect you. You said I'm sleeping on Joe Viper. I'm not. I told Joe Viper time and time again. 3 weeks ago in our first official sit-down that pretty much kicked off all the hype for this show. I beat his ass a week ago.
And look where it ended up.
Landed me in jail.
Exactly.
I signed a contract. And I've been saying the same thing. You're going to give me an end. But if you give me that end, you're going to end too. There's no one side of this story. There's no Joe Viper walking out of there victorious. There's no Joe Viper walking out of there with a sense of, I fought the greatest demon that I've ever faced. No. Because like I've said, he is that demon. Hell, Joe Viper, October 4th, is better off sitting there in the middle punching himself in the face. Maybe I'm just better off not showing up. Because that's what I'm best at. Joe Viper, whether he beats me or I beat him, he has to live with himself. Does he think beating me is going to get
It's going
him
to fix all his problems?
Exactly. That's what he likes to believe. Is that going to get him the love of his life? Is that going to get him the love of his friends? No. He just beat me. So what? And you notice how I haven't been sitting here saying that the best man should win? Because I don't care about that. I am a better man than him. You want to know why? And I said this last week. Because he's becoming me, but not fully. Because he cares too much. I never gave a shred of a goddamn shit what any of these motherfuckers have ever said about me. Oh, look at Graves. He just flipped. No. I never said I was a good guy. I'm not claiming to be a good guy. I just want to beat Joe Viper to a pulp, finally shut his mouth and say, hey, look who showed up to the dance.
That's the biggest difference between you and Joe. Like you said, you never claimed to give a shit.
And that's why he'll never be like me. And this
claims.
whole badass thing isn't working for him. So we gotta come to a compromise here, Don the Don. I know you bailed me out for a reason. Do you feel that
Joe,
you need me to beat Joe Viper for your own
Joe
selfish
needs
need?
to be taken out by any means necessary. And that's all.
So you're proposing.
I'm not proposing anything. I'm letting you know.
I'm not your hitman.
I'm letting you know.
I'm not your hitman for hire. You can't buy me for nothing.
I'm not.
You couldn't buy me. You couldn't buy me when we were in the Aces together.
I'm not buying you.
Okay?
I'm just telling you that these hands work magic.
Tell you something.
And that's nothing gay. I'm just letting you know that. I'll worry
I
about
just said
Alpha,
to you.
You worry
didn't
about
hear me
Joe.
just say to you that we gotta go out the way we came in. Whether we hate each other or we love each other, we gotta go out the way we came in. On fire.
And that's how we're gonna go.
Right.
But we're not gonna be
But
dealing
you
with
just
burning.
said to me that you want Joe Viper to go down for your own selfish need.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm a hitman for hire.
No, you're not.
Is this what this is becoming?
No.
Because I don't want to have nothing to do with this. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I came to meet you. I came here for answers, and goddamn it, I feel like you're not giving me any. You're doing nothing, blowing smoke on my ass.
You gotta cut your back, sir.
We can cut that part out.
Oh, you always recording?
Yeah.
Oh,